lighting, but that's okay.
Very bad.
I know. All right, hi, folks. This is Dr. Kat Shrier, and I'm here with my cousin, Marian Marzynski, one of the world's greatest documentary filmmakers. And we both hate how we look because we got backlit. Here, let's slide this way. We'll slide that way, so we're not backlit anymore. Oh, we got another window over there. How about that? Is that better? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what would you say is the biggest mistake? Oh, look, he's correcting my camera angle. Here we go. How about that? We'll go like that way. That work? What is the biggest mistake that people make when they do a documentary film?
Stupidity.
Can you elaborate on that?
No.
No? No. What would be the biggest advice that you would give if somebody wanted to really capture stories?
Spend long months and years assisting other filmmakers to make a film. It used to be that the film editor, before he or she was allowed to cut the film, was watching another editor and gluing the stuff for 5 years. I don't advocate 5 years because I know we have now equipment that can be faster. But what we did in terms of apprenticeship or the time in which people arrive at actually make film is totally ridiculous. Yeah. because people want to make at no time film, and they have a very little time. They don't understand the sacrifice because they don't know the return. Also, it's a society that it's, including universities, that it's actually does things that is cost effective, meaning it does nothing because it does not incubate talents. Right. So everything will be redundant. There are no more original ideas. I was just talking to a class at the University in Michigan, and 10 people came to me like the confession about their films, first films. They had 10 days to make the film. And every single idea is a copy of many, many, many things that already been done. If we go that way, then actually a film is dead completely.
So there's no original ideas.
There's only copying and copying. It's just the way that Facebook works.
Right.
You know, there are few people that develop something and there are millions that are copying. Yeah. So I think we don't have a condition. I would say that probably today the only chance to educate filmmaker will be some in deep Africa or Asia, or the people that have really nothing to do and can spend 100% of time on something that somebody comes and offer them. Today you don't do that because I mean my best anecdote is that when I'm asked by young people which way to go as far as filmmaking, and I said you should do this or this or this, it's always the same reaction. Thank you very much, but what are my other options? I say if you want options, go to your friends. If you come to me, I already eliminate other options. Yeah. People feel nervous about not having options. So therefore, they don't invest enough in themselves.
Right. So if they have a chance to hear from an expert who can give them the...
Right.
That's the
then enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
They enjoy the moment probably, and they come home and came to the conclusion, this is the mountain that I can never climb. Yeah. And they not come to the second time around because they say, I'm not in the league with this guy. And they're right, they're not in the league with me, but that doesn't mean that I am able to break through this issue, through this problem, other than spending with him a semester.
Right.
When I was teaching film at the Royal School of Design, I sometimes spent 4 hours with somebody doing shooting, and we were almost non-stop, and they were calling me. And yet, even with this, the amount of talent that we incubated in the 70s, where people have a little more patience and a little bit longer attention span, is minimal. Yeah. Creativity has to be incubated within oneself. Creativity starts from mother and father and childhood, and a compelling reason to communicate.
Right. To have a good story.
The
to
people
tell.
that this is not by accident that the most creative people are either gay or lesbian or handicapped or have a wrong color of skin or have horrible background with the parents. You know, you don't. The normality does not incubate creativity. Granted, there may be exceptions, I'm sure, because it's complicated.
So when people have some kind of
But there has to
story.
be an obstacle.
Yes.
I mean, it has to be something in the background that causes someone to tell the story. In my case, it's survival of Holocaust, the childhood, but it can be other things. You know, this is not the only way of trauma.
Yeah, everyone has their own trauma.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Today, when I'm showing film about war, I keep telling that it's no longer a film about Holocaust. The Holocaust is an old story. It's a film about childhood trauma, and childhood trauma can have all other forms.
And adult traumas. We
Trauma.
just had a story
But
today,
childhood
yeah?
trauma is really most powerful because it is with you throughout your life, and you think that you got rid of it, but it
Well, and it can be,
knock your window at one point when you're
Well,
old.
it can show up later. Cancer shows up later. Or
My last film is exactly about it. Never Forget to Lie.
Yeah.
You have not seen it.
I have seen it. That was the one. Didn't I see that one? That was when the Nazis kept trying to pull your pants down to see if you were circumcised or all that. No, that wasn't
You
it.
fantasize.
No,
Fantasy.
No, when you were a kid.
Fantasy.
When you were a kid.
No, I know you know my story because I showed this in several films. But Never Forget to Lie, which is definitely my best film, and if you go to live on Mars.com, you will see it. It starts with this room and the stairs here, and says, "This is my American home." If you have a film that starts like this, that's the film I'm talking about.
Okay, all right. I haven't seen it in a while.
End of take.
Okay, all right.
Bye-bye.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and it's always a pleasure to see you. And this is my cousin Marian.
Kat, you're my